Hey guys, it's Mino here from H2 Brick, and I'm back here with a new episode for building the Battle of Umbara. So guys, it's been a couple of weeks since I filmed the last episode, and I'm here to basically inform you guys on what the progress has been on Umbara, basically what I've been doing, what I'm planning on doing for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, also before we get on with this episode, I hope you guys do like this new format that I'm trying out. Of course, I've changed out the layout so that you guys can see the mock a lot better, and I hope you guys basically do enjoy that. So yeah, so in the last couple of weeks basically I have been getting some Bricklink orders in. I've been also a little bit busy because of school and such, but I have been able to do a little bit of progress. Ever since the last time I showed you guys the mock, there weren't any of these purple studs laying around, and that's also because I kind of went back to look at the episodes of building Umbara, and I basically looked at the actual episodes from the Clone Wars as well, and I realized that there were a whole bunch of vegetation plants that were not just black, but of course, you know, purple, lavender, and such. And so I'm trying to also keep it pretty consistent in the whole mock and how it looks like. I'm trying to make sure that, you know, we only have like a couple of colors. One which is black, of course, which is the main color for the whole mock, and then we have purple, and then possibly dark red, which I was thinking about adding. You guys can leave your opinions about that in the comments as well. But yeah, as well as I got some Bricklink orders and some eBay orders in to get the Umbarans, because I didn't have that many Umbarans for or before the start of this series, and I knew that was going to be a challenge, of course, to get a good amount of Umbarans for a decent price, as they are a bit expensive on Bricklink and such, but I was able to get like a couple of them for $2 each, and that was very, very nice. So yeah, also, as we're speaking about Umbarans, basically, I'm going to also talk about real quick and ask your opinions about the Umbarans and their weapons, because I know that in the Clone Wars episodes they had their own specific type of gun, and I've been trying to figure out if using regular Lego blasters from Lego would be a decent choice for these, or if I were to go with a custom party. That is just basically something that I've been thinking about. You guys can tell me about that as well. As well as for the actual terrain work, like I said, I added in these purple studs. I think that makes it look very, very nice. Gives it a different color to it, different color feel. Of course, I also added in these vine tentacle pieces that are also pretty nice. I got a Bricklink order in for those. And then moving on to the other side of the mock, basically that's just the same format that I've used. And the other part I have added in are these black stems. I think you guys can see them. There's one of them right there. And they're basically these lever pieces in black, and I think it makes up for some really cool type of grass or type of like plant terrain for the mock, and I think it makes it look really good. I do plan on adding a little bit more detail to it. This is not the final part for the terrain, although it is getting to the point that it is almost completed as for that. So yeah. And then the other parts that I do want to talk about as well as we're doing this, I do plan on adding, like I said, a little bit more to the terrain, and one of those things are tiles, of course. I think it would make it look a little bit smoother. You guys can tell me what you guys think, if there's anything I should add. But in general, I think it'd be very cool to add some tiles to it and make it really look, or I guess, smooth on some of the terrain spots to make it look, I guess, a little bit like mud, if you want to say it like that. Although on Umbara they have a different type of plant terrain that is on the whole planet, so yeah. And I think that basically does it for that. I think we're going to do one last thing, and then we're going to close out with the episode. So the last thing I wanted to show, actually, before we go ahead and end it, is basically the 501st Army that I have, or the 501st Legion that I am stocking up, of course, on my 501st Troopers, because they're my favorite Legion. Some of you guys may have already seen this over Instagram, as I do post a lot more on there. I talked about how I'm going to try and succeed with my goal of getting 100 of the plain 501st. At the moment I have quite a lot of them, of course, and then I've got the Clone Army Customs CAC figures, one custom here on the right, of course, and basically I wanted to just show you the 501st to let you guys know that just because they're not on the mock does not mean it is that I don't have any. I do have a whole bunch of them. Basically this is the look you guys will be able to see, or basically the sneak peek into before I make the actual army video for the 501st, as I do like to make my cinematic army videos, and especially for the 501st because they are a awesome looking legion to have. But yeah, of course we got, like I said, the Clone Army Customs figures. Those are, I have all of them except for I think it wasn't top, it was I'm trying to remember actually. As I'm looking at this right now, I think it was Kicks that I don't have, and that's the only one that I still need, which I'm going to be getting hopefully soon here in the next couple of weeks before the actual video comes out. But yeah, that basically shows the 501st in their glory. I built this custom stand out of masonry bricks and tiles and such, and it's not a base plate, it's an actual plated stand, so these 501st get to stand on here and be presented like this. I can just pull them off whenever I need them for a mock or such. But yeah, that basically shows the 501st. I think that is everything for the video. I think that basically closes it out. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, then don't forget to leave a like I said, and don't forget to comment on your opinions on what should I add to the actual mock and other details and such. And that basically leaves me with saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Building Umbara.